Hey, welcome in to a Friday, August 19th edition of the Lowdown, presented by our friends at Lehmans Hardware and Old Time General Store. And it is opening night of the high school football season. And PressPros magazine will indeed be out and about in Western Ohio and in Central Ohio. What games are we covering tonight? I don't have a drum, or I do a drum roll. All right, here we go. We are going to be covering the defending Division 7 state champion, now playing in Division 6 Marion Local Flyers at home against Wapakoneta, and also cover Tippecanoe at home against Bellbrook. And then in Central Ohio, yes, of course, we'll be at the headline game, Hartley at Big Walnut. Nate Sievers and Big Walnut trying to get it done against the Hartley Hawks, who have designs on a Division 4 state championship. And we'll also be at Olentangy Orange High School tonight to see Hilliard Darby against Olentangy Orange, a 17-0 win for Darby last year. But Blake Horvath now at the Naval Academy, and Orange is reloaded from a 1-9 season. J.J. Callip, a transfer in, outstanding running back, Central Michigan commit. Should be a great game. We'll be all over it. Make sure you're looking at the site tomorrow morning, even late tonight, for our coverage, the best photos, the best narrative game stories, PressProsMagazine.com. And don't forget our Instagram site, which you can also find, PressProsMagazine.com, because you want to make a pick on who your Three Rivers Conference Player of the Year is. You want to make a pick on who your Midwest Athletic Conference Player of the Year is. You can do it. We give you options on our Instagram site at PressProsMagazine.com. Now, as I said, we are a service of Lehmans Hardware and Old Time General Store. And if you don't know Lehmans, man, oh man, have you not gone to their website yet? What is your deal? You can win a $50 gift card to Lehmans by following along with the instructions at the crawl below this video. Lehmans, located in Kidron, Ohio, which is 4 miles south of Route 30, on your way to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium for state championship football weekend. I know a lot of you fans in the MAC are going to be headed up there, so why not build in a couple hours to detour a little bit south to Kidron, 4 miles, and spend a couple hours in Lehmans Hardware and Old Time General Store. You say, a couple hours in a hardware store? Well, you've obviously never been there. You wouldn't know what a cool store it is. You will love it. Trust me, nobody ever goes and says, I'm just kind of indifferent on Lehmans. No, they all love it. You'll love it too. And you'll really love it if you win that $50 gift card. So get your entries in to PressProsContest@gmail.com, PressProsContest@gmail.com. And you can also get 10% off when you use the promo code PressPros10@gmail.com. All right. Ohio State's still 2 weeks and a day away from opening against Notre Dame. And C.J. Stroud, the Buckeye quarterback, he's driving the fancy Mercedes-Benz. He's part of a collective where he gets tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars in NIL payments. And yesterday, when the Big Ten signed an $8 billion with a B TV rights contract, C.J. Stroud said, hey, how about a little something for the effort? He said, and I quote, I am going to quote, I'm just trying to find it here. He said, we put in so much work, all the time that goes into this. It's definitely tough. Then you take the time away from your family. I'm 2,000 miles away from home. I don't want anybody to feel bad for me, but at the same time, it does take a lot of courage. It does take a lot of heart to be here day in and day out. Okay, I got no beef with C.J. Stroud. College athletes should make NIL money. The athletic directors are making a couple $1,000,000 a year. They're not sweating one bead of perspiration. The athletes are doing it all and making money for coaches and ADs. So players should get what they can get. I think the ADs botched NIL by not building in a charge for the brand of the school that the athletes benefit from. What do I mean by that? Well, you see how it works out. If you try to market a T-shirt without permission from Ohio State, their brand is worth something to them, a lot, if you try to co-opt it without their permission. C.J. Stroud gets to use the branding of Ohio State fee-free. Why should he get to use it fee-free? I'm in favor of the schools charging the athletes to attach themselves to the school's brand, and then the athletes keeping over and above whatever that fee is, whether it's $1 million, $500,000, I don't know. But that would keep the athletes' compensation somewhat in check. As it is now, unchecked. We're going to have these weird dichotomies where C.J. Stroud is making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and a teammate who may locker next to him or a couple lockers down from him is going to be making nothing. I don't think that's good for team culture. And I bring it up not to criticize C.J. Stroud, but to issue a cautionary tale to Ohio High School Athletic Association schools, which this past summer voted down NIL by a 2/3 to 1/3 margin. Let's hope it stays there, because high school athletes need not be compensated for their name, image, and likeness. It can only lead to bad things like recruiting and intra-team jealousies and parental beefs against coaches and athletic directors. It is a complete loser on the high school level, NIL is, because you know what? The coaches and the ADs are not making scads of money doing what they do. They do it because they love the game, or they do it because they're trying to get to the next level up. But it's certainly not this complete inequity in the difference between what coaches and ADs are making and what players are making, which was true on the college level before NIL, but is not as true anymore. It's still true, but it's not as true. So I'm a big no on NIL in high school football. Get out there, enjoy the games tonight, enjoy the pure competition of it, the community spirit of it. That's what MAC football is about, TRC football is about, OCC football is about, MVL football is about. That's what high school sports is about. We love it at PressPros. We know you love it too. We also know you'll love Lehmans just like we love them, not just for sponsoring the Lowdown, but for giving you the chance to win that $50 gift card, for giving you a 10% discount, and for having one of the coolest stores you will ever go into anywhere. So, time to get out to the stadium, time to enjoy your night, time to read PressPros after that night, and we'll see you around here on the Lowdown, presented by Lehmans Old Time General Store.